Not one Democrat voted for us, and I think we use it in the campaign that's coming up, the midterms, because we got to beat them. But all of the things that we've given, and they wouldn't vote only because they hate Trump. But I hate them too, you know that? So it's sort of I really do. I hate them. I cannot stand them because I really believe they hate our country. You want to know the truth?
Western en el auto. A la raza, Ay, mira.
I live in Compton, homeboy. I dare you. I dare you. I live in Compton. I dare you.
Guys, these people truly hate our country. You heard President Trump, and he's absolutely right here. These people hate America. They love to come into America and wreak havoc and chaos. This is a classic illogical individual. Comes in, wreaks havoc and chaos, something that's not allowed in most other countries, but then want to desperately try to get into America, refuse to leave America, most of them with the exception of a couple woke celebrities. Shout out to Rosie O'Donnell. But these folks picked the wrong one today, okay? They decided to go into a Home Depot and an angry black man came out. These days, I'm used to seeing a bunch of crybaby black men literally getting on TV and crying like a bunch of little pussies. But this dude was an intimidating black man talking about, hey man, run up and get done up. What's up? Talking about, I'm from Compton. What you trying to do? Because they're up in here disrupting the place. You got family, kids. I mean, you got all of this stuff going on. People just trying to live and enjoy their life. This is why when people say that the voting doesn't matter, no, it absolutely does. Because if you don't, it could lead to more stuff like this. More people coming in, taking your resources. More people coming in, doing stupid protests, burning flags, taking all of your money and putting it into their family and their kids' pockets. Meanwhile, you barely got enough to sustain yourself. But without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this. A huge Mexican flag.
Pero qué. Thank you, Morenita. Thank you. Thank you. Gente, tóqueme el objetivo, raza. Tóqueme el objetivo.
I mean, give me a break, guys. It's not as though Home Depot's been calling ICE on anyone. I mean, this has got to be like their biggest customer practically.
Inside the Home Depot.
Is that the Gaza flag? I couldn't tell from the angle. Yeah, the black dude with the wife beater, or not wife beater, black dude with the white tee about to turn up on him. Yo, what the hell did you just hit him with? Yo, did he just try to throw something at him and he just caught it immediately? Let me, hold on. See that? I gotta see that again. He is totally unfazed. This is why you gotta vote, ladies and gentlemen. We got the big, beautiful bill passed, because it's time to deport. And I don't care what nobody say, oh, we going after the hardened criminals. Nah, we need to take care of everybody, because this is just ridiculous. If these people are illegal aliens, I don't know if they are. I'm presuming definitely at least some of them gotta be. And if they are, then all they ass need to go. No exceptions. I don't care who pregnant, I don't care who crying. I don't care whose son or daughter sick. They got a cold. They got an illness. They got a condition. Okay, there's hospitals and medical facilities in Mexico or whatever other country they're from. It's not like America is a safe haven for everybody who got an illness, for every pregnant person, for every person who cries. There's a whole planet full of money, facilities, and other people with resources. You don't got to come here and take ours, especially not illegally. Well, let me go back. This is where you can actually hear what this man is saying. Facts. They could have been protesting outside. They had to come inside. The man, so that he hit him with, it looked like a surge protector with an extension cord on that bitch. Look, whoever got hit with that, look, I know some of us got some pretty harsh whoopings back in the day. Like, I know a lot of people that said they got hit with extension cords. I got hit with stuff, but I think I missed the extension cord because that mug looked like that's some serious pain right there. Buddy in the white tee ain't about to play with y'all. What does it say? It says down with ICE. It says LA United Front Against Fascism. Yeah, this is what happens when you let the crazy liberals take over. Somebody said something about ICE at the end.
Hey, nigga, I live in Compton, homeboy. I dare you, nigga. I dare you. I live in Compton, nigga. I dare you. I dare you, nigga.
Yeah, bitch, you fucking man. You're a fucking man. You're a fucking man.
Oh, they're talking about the person in the hat. I thought that was a dude, but let's keep going.
It's the Slauson and I don't know.
Oh yeah, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that person. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, this person right here, right there. That's look like a dude right there. That's why he was saying that.
Slauson and Western, guys.
Okay, I think they finally are they leaving? It looks like they're finally leaving. Look, this doesn't surprise me at all, guys, because CNN just took a poll and a bunch of liberals, a high percentage of liberals, don't even like being Americans. They're not proud to be Americans.
Today on our Independence Day, I'm looking into whether or not Americans feel proud to be an American. And as it turns out, Democrats, their percentage who say they're proud to be an American has fallen through the floor. What are we talking about? Take a look here. Democrats' pride to be an American, extremely or very proud. In 2015, look at this. 4 out of 5 Democrats were extremely or very proud to be an American. That number has plummeted to just 36% now in 2025. A low this century has fallen by more than half since 2015 as Donald Trump has become, of course, president once again this year. Now, what is driving that decline? Well, a lot of it has to do with age. What are we talking about? Well, Generation Z Democrats, proud to be an American or not. Of course, Generation Z, born since 1997. Look at this. Only 24% of Generation Z Democrats are extremely or very proud to be an American. That is actually lower, Erica. That is lower than the percentage who say they have little or no pride to be an American at 32%. I just never thought I'd see these numbers based upon where we were a decade ago, but that's exactly where we are. Now, if Democrats have extremely less pride to be an American than they used to, what about Republicans? Well, this is where the trend line gets interesting, because with Republicans, there is no trend line. In fact, take a look here. Republicans' pride to be an American, extremely or very proud. In 2015, it was 90% back when Barack Obama was serving his second term. Now in Donald Trump's second term, it's basically the same percentage, 92%. So Republicans still are extremely or very proud to be an American. Democrats, on the other hand, have seen their numbers fall through the floor, led, of course, by the youngest generation, Generation Z. We'll see how these numbers turn going forward, but the bottom line is whether or not the folks out there are extremely or very proud to be an American. I'm extremely or very proud to be with you, Erica Hill. Happy July 4th.
It's hilarious that you got the liberals, many of whom are not proud to be Americans. Republicans are like at 90% plus in terms of happy to be Americans. I think that even in Joe Biden's presidency, even during that presidency, a lot of the time, more conservative-minded people are happy to be America. They're happy at the structure. They're happy with capitalism. They're happy with opportunity. They're happy with freedom. Whereas the Democrats are always unhappy with what they perceive to be racial inequality, just the difference in the wealth distribution in the country. They're unhappy with a capitalistic society. They want to move more towards communism because to them it sounds great, and they're ignorant to the history of it, even though they love to claim how educated they are. For anybody who's educated, I would say a good chunk of the world has tried communism, and it hasn't been effective in terms of not turning into some sort of dictatorship. Now, if the goal is we're fine with dictatorships as long as we don't have anybody who's rich except for the government, then I guess technically you could argue communism does work if you're okay with that. But if you're not okay with a government dictatorship where the government basically has all the money and the people effectively have nothing and have to bend to the will of the government, there's no free speech, there's just no rich people to hate on except for your federal government, then I guess communism works in that context. But in terms of these people, yeah, you can't just be running up and disrespecting everybody's family, everybody's free time. Everybody doesn't want to get involved with your protests and want to get involved with ICE. They feel like black people owe them to be involved with being anti-ICE and anti-deportation. Everybody wants to look towards black people for one reason and one reason alone. They perceive weakness in the community. They perceive that black people can be manipulated into going along with anything LGBTQ. They think black people owe them. It's the same thing as the civil rights movement. Obviously not. A lot of these people, especially when you start getting to the T's and the Q's and all of that, are just straight up perverted. When you get to illegal aliens, that has nothing to do with black people. Black people were slaves in America, didn't really have much choice, don't even know a lot of our own history, can't just go back to Africa like nothing happened, right? Whereas a lot of these illegal migrants migrated over here, most of them on purpose, straight up from Mexico, countries similar to Mexico, South America, stuff like that, right? So this isn't the same thing. You got one group of people that was dragged here kicking and screaming, or sold and dragged here kicking and screaming. And then you got another group of people that is coming to America, taking all of our resources for free, getting free hotels, any type of free housing, including living in actual houses, free clothing, free health insurance, free car insurance, free legal representation, all things that nobody in the black community for the most part is getting. So yeah, I think that our community is entitled to be pissed, and should be, rather than standing up and endlessly fighting hard as hell for stupid Democrats and people pretending to be black, Kamala Harris, so that they can win elections. We need to be fighting for ourselves. But I think people get caught up in the messages because they don't realize that this is not just a physical war. This is a spiritual, it's a mental war to see if they can trick you and fool you into believing stupid things and getting you to support stupid stuff that does not serve you. The fact that the matter is we have a community that has been suffering and struggling for decades, a century, longer than that, votes in a certain way consistently, but fails to realize that that does not work. The only thing that does work is getting off your ass, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, working hard, working smart, and making something out of yourself. That's really the only thing that works, is being as strategic as possible. With all that combined and a little bit of luck, then yeah, maybe you can get somewhere. But all of this crying and voting for Democrats and ignoring politics, whatever it is, that obviously isn't getting people anywhere except getting beaten out by a bunch of illegal migrants and a bunch of Hispanics and a bunch of woke lunatics who are trying to leverage our hard work for their own personal gain. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly. Rise! I'm out.
And it's already getting chaotic over here. It's chaotic.
We don't want you here, and you're going to get the hell out very soon. We're getting you out.